I go on my Twitter and I see people saying, you look like you have AIDS, you should go die.
It's the tragic death of a young performer, and now family, friends, and fans around the world are suffering the loss.
Aaron Carter begs for help to help get him a private security team to keep him alive.
Years have passed, but I can still hear Aaron's voice. His words haunt me like a shadow that refuses to fade. If I had known then what I know now, recognized the signs, and listened to his warnings, perhaps things would have turned out differently. Let me take you back to where it all began. I was friends with Aaron long before the world knew his name. Before the tragedy, before his life became just another headline. We would talk for hours about his dreams and how the darkness was slowly consuming him. I used to think Hollywood was a magical place where dreams came true. But I was wrong. Hollywood wasn't a dream. It was a monster, a beast that devoured people and spat them out. And Aaron? He was one of its early victims. Aaron's life seemed perfect from the outside. A small-town boy who became famous at just 10 years old. Aaron's party, Come Get It, was everywhere. On the radio, at every party. Millions adored him. It seemed like nothing could go wrong. But that was just an illusion. Behind the lights and fame, there was something far darker. A world Aaron had never chosen and one that was slowly consuming him. He was just a kid, thrown into a world that didn't belong to him. Fame was not freedom. It was a trap. His family, torn apart by greed, was falling apart. His parents, once his foundation, had become strangers, lost in their own struggles. The pressure and stress stole away the childhood that had once held so much promise. But the real torment was discovering a hidden world, darker and deeper than he could have imagined. Aaron wasn't just another celebrity. He was a witness. He saw manipulation and hidden forces controlling the lives of stars like him. Who were these people pulling the strings? What were they hiding? And why did Aaron risk everything to reveal it? His warnings weren't random thoughts. They were pieces of a larger truth, one far scarier than we could ever imagine. In the months leading up to his death, Aaron's social media presence grew darker. His posts became cryptic, full of strange warnings that gave me chills. Gone were the cheerful updates and music posts. In their place were unsettling messages, as if he was trying to tell us something without saying it outright. "I'm not safe," he once wrote. "They're coming for me." At first, I thought it was paranoia. Maybe the stress was finally getting to him. But over time, I realized something was wrong. Aaron wasn't just scared, he was being watched, controlled by something or someone bigger than him, from which he couldn't escape. One night he tweeted, "I see what they're doing and they're coming for me." Those words stuck with me, as if he knew something we couldn't understand. Then he reached out to a well-known artist. If you know who I'm talking about, you'll know they've always spoken out about the dark forces controlling Hollywood. When Aaron publicly sided with them, the puzzle pieces began to fall into place. Aaron was trapped, caught in a system that promised him everything but gave him only chains. Fame wasn't a reward, it was a prison. And he was just a pawn in a game he never wanted to play, but this was only the beginning. Then the leaks started. Shocking, chilling tapes revealed the truth behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. These tapes linked Aaron to a hidden network, one where young stars were exploited and manipulated under the guise of mentoring. And the name that kept coming up? Diddy. The man everyone thought was at the top, the king of the industry. But allegedly, he was at the center of something far darker. The tapes revealed secret parties, late-night meetings with high-profile celebrities and young artists coerced into situations they had never agreed to. In exchange for what? Fame, money, the illusion of success. But it was all a trap. Aaron wasn't just another victim, he was part of something much bigger. And as the truth slowly came to light, rumors began to spread. Diddy's lawyer was allegedly involved in covering up these dark actions. Aaron wasn't just a victim of fame, he was a victim of something far more sinister, something he was trying to expose. But what would happen if the full truth came out? The leaks kept coming, making it impossible to ignore the growing suspicion. Diddy was at the center of it all. The tapes, Aaron's warnings, and then the sudden resignation of Diddy's lawyer. Why now? This wasn't just any lawyer. This man had defended Diddy through thick and thin. So why walk away now, just as everything was unraveling? Federal investigators dug deeper, uncovering shocking details. Rumors swirled that Diddy wasn't acting alone. Was he just a pawn, or the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows? But the story didn't end here. The truth was just beginning to surface, more disturbing than anyone had imagined. The more I dug, the clearer it became that Aaron's death wasn't an accident. The investigations I followed revealed a chilling reality no one wanted to face. Aaron, tragically, wasn't the only one consumed by this dark world. Whispers about other mysterious deaths began to circulate. Kim Porter, another well-known name, another life taken too soon, just like Aaron's. And the rumors didn't stop there. Murmurs about other silenced celebrities threatened into submission. What was happening behind the scenes? Was there a hidden force controlling the lives and deaths of those in the spotlight? The answer might be more shocking than you think. As the investigations into Aaron continued, an uncomfortable truth emerged. Was his death a tragic accident, or part of a conspiracy tied to Hollywood's most powerful figures? Diddy's name kept surfacing, but I was convinced he wasn't the only one involved. Aaron's once promising life ended violently. His final warnings, growing clearer, weren't just random tweets. They were desperate cries. He was trying to reveal something hidden, something that put him in danger. I had to uncover it. But the question that haunted me was, would I be ready for what I found? Aaron, unfortunately, wasn't the only one who had seen this reality. Other famous artists had spoken about this hidden world, a system that controlled and exploited the very people who were supposed to be at the top. But no one listened to them. It was always too late to listen when the truth became too uncomfortable to face. What if all their warnings were true? What if Aaron's death was just another attempt to silence someone who knew too much? Every step I took brought me closer to a truth I wasn't sure I wanted to know. Even after his death, Aaron's voice continued to resonate. His tweets, his videos, his final words, they were all clues he left for us, signs in a world that didn't want to be exposed. Hollywood's deepest secrets were real, and Aaron had uncovered them. The question now was, why didn't we listen? His death wasn't just a tragedy, it was a message, a warning that Hollywood wasn't what it seemed. What we saw was only the facade. The real horror lay beneath, hidden behind the closed doors of luxury homes and well-lit offices. Aaron Carter's death, then, was perhaps a warning for all of us. A warning that, if ignored, could cost us more than we can imagine.